This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
And Rock Springs Junior High School is the place for the third and fourth place game between the Star Valley Lady Braves and the Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans. A couple of happy crowd bases here. Both of these teams are heading to state next week. It's just a matter of who will get the 3 seed and who will get the 4 seed. But they've accomplished their main goal, and that is punching their ticket to the state championship. Starting lineups being announced here for both of these squads. For the Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans, Kennedy Davila, Ramya Green, Brecken Fagot, Micaiah Humphreys, Caden Curry. Lady Braves will go with Cameron Mackey, Aubrey Nelson, Emily Dana, Avery England, and Ruby Hill. If you're just joining us, the Lady Braves, Cambry Johnson, who started virtually every game this year, one of the seniors, she went down with a pretty bad-looking ankle injury and did not return to the game. So Avery England stepped in. She finished with 12 points, helped the Lady Braves fend off the Red Devils to punch their ticket. And she gets the start today. Jumping center circle is Brecken Fagot, who's got a mask on. I don't think she even had that on yesterday. And here come the Trojans first of all. Down to Fagot. They'll kick it back out to Curry, now working around to Humphreys. Green in the corner, back to Davila from the angle, three-pointer, that is no good. Backside rebound is up, no good from Curry, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Kelly Walsh. Green into Davila. Davila with the runner, dumps it off over to Green, and she'll be fouled on her way up to the basket. Foul will go against Emily Dana, her first team foul. Going to be kind of limited on stats here in this third-fourth game. Just FYI, giving you a warning. Green's free throw is no good. She'll get one more. Ramey Green, a senior, 5'9", second free throw. That's no good, and tracked down by Emily Dana. Emily had a nice second half in particular in that game against Evanston, finished with 15. Dana right on cue, lines up for three and drains it. Wyoming National Guard triple for Emily Dana. And the Lady Braves strike first, 3-0 here in this third-fourth game. Davila to Fagot, now to Green. Green far side angle, picked up defensively by Ambry Nelson. Down low to Fagot. That one won't go, and up for grabs. She gets her own rebound, gets it away from Ruby Hill. Trojans with the basketball again. Humphreys out to Green. Does that swing through move, and up and under the rim. Wow, what a finish for Ramya Green. That was not easy. It's 3-2 Lady Braves. And that one tipped away by Davila to Green. Now that one's stolen by Mackey, but her toe was on the line. So that will stay with Kelly Walsh. It's 3-2 Star Valley, 6:44 to go here on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. They lob it into Fagot, defended by Dana. Davila, the real sharpshooter of this Kelly Walsh squad. But I'll tell you what, I really like the game of Ramya Green. She can get to the basket, she can shoot, she can do some post moves. Here's Davila into the lane, puts up the floater. It's too short, into the hands now of Avery England on the rebound. England, Mackey, back to right side angle to Ambry Nelson. Top of the key to Dana. England far side wing, and now in the corner to Mackey. Got a whistle away from the basketball. It's going to go against Star Valley. Did somebody step on the line? I'm guessing that's what that was. That's on the other end of the gym from where I'm at. Sorry about that. 3-2, Star Valley with the lead. Davila loses the handle, has to go down to her knees to get it. It winds up in the hands of Emily Dana. Dana will pass back to Nelson. She'll set up the offense. Mackey, top of the key to England, working at left side to Nelson. Nelson back to Tori White, top of the key. Tori loses the handle into the hands of Brecken Fagot. Davila now calling out the play, and she'll bring it across the timeline, picked up defensively by England. Davila step back three-pointer. That is no good. Good box out there from Tori White. That one just about fell for Kennedy Davila. 3-2 Star Valley, 5:24 to go here in this first. Second game in about 4 hours for these teams, so going to be testing the legs of these young ladies. There's a drive from Nelson. That's no good. Karam's back into her hands, and she'll go back up, and she's fouled. Good sportsmanship there from Humphreys. I like seeing that. I like seeing teams that just battle, but they still will help each other up. It doesn't become personal. That's good sportsmanship from Humphreys. First team foul on the Trojans. Free throw from Nelson is off the mark. No good. Still remains 3-2 Star Valley. Morgan McGee will check in for Cameron Mackey. Nelson with one more free throw coming up. Lady Braves leading it 3-2. Second one is away and good. It's now 4-2 Star Valley. Green into Davila. We've played about 3 minutes. Davila wraps around her own back. England is right there with her. England just a sophomore, as is McGee, both in the game right now. Davila here near side corner, working around to Humphreys, skip pass over to Green. Green's going to drive into the paint, and an offensive foul is called. Maybe a bit of a push-off there as Ambry Nelson hits the floor. And Ramya Green will be whistled for that one. Trying to get you a replay. Those darn refs are always in the way. Doesn't matter where you are. England has a seat replaced in the lineup by Mackey. Tough pass there, but Nelson tracks it down with the pirouette. Over to McGee. Now she'll dump it off to Dana. And now back to Mackey. McGee left alone for three on the wing. That's too strong. Ball up for grabs, tracked down by Caden Curry. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow will stay with the Trojans. Or excuse me, the Lady Braves. Substitutions coming in. You got Haley Larson, a sophomore for the Trojans. She had a good game yesterday. I had that game with the Trojans and the Phillies. Nelson, top of the key, picks up her dribble. Over to Mackey. Lady Braves working the perimeter for the time being, leading 4-2. There's a drive from Nelson inside the free throw line, kicks back out to Dana. Star Valley trying to find some room to work. There's a drive from Nelson. That's too strong, up high off the glass. Rebounded by Davila. 4-2 Lady Braves. Down low to Caden Curry. Couldn't get it to go. Wouldn't drop through the cylinder. Had a good move. Rebounded by the Lady Braves. Morgan McGee with the handle. Over to Dana. Wide open for three and knocks it down. Emily Dana with 2 threes and a timeout called by the Kelly Walsh bench. It's 7-2 Star Valley. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
This is Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
So far, a pair of three-pointers, the difference in this one from Emily Dana. She's got 6, and the lead is now 7-2 in favor of Star Valley. Here come the Trojans. Davila with the handle, picked up at midcourt by Nelson. Working off a screen from Fagot. Aggressive move from Davila, no good. Rebounded by Nelson, and going to be a jump. Tied up there by Larson. And the possession arrow will favor Kelly Walsh. Bounce pass into Davila. That three-pointer's good. 7-5 now, your score in favor of Star Valley. Backcourt pressure. Braves break the press. On the run, trying to get it to Dana. It's tipped and off the hands of Emily, out of bounds. The Trojans got Star Valley to rush just a little bit there. Made a bad pass. Winds up out of bounds. And so now the Trojans were down 7-2. Now they have a chance to tie this up or take the lead, trailing 7-5. And a whistle on that inbound. They'll try again. Checking in is Avery England. She will replace Ambry Nelson. This is Miley Morrison checking it in for the Trojans. Gets it to Davila. Davila being hounded a bit by Avery England. They'll dump it down low to Humphreys. Humphreys dishes it out to Larson. She tight ropes, kicks it over to Morris in the three-point range. No good. Tracked down by Tori White. That one tipped out of bounds, nearly stolen by Haley Larson. She's come in and provided some really good minutes for the Lady Trojans. Double team trap here in the backcourt. McGee gets away, pushes it up ahead, and that one is taken away and stolen, but Fago, oh, she is going to keep it. I thought maybe she lost it out of bounds. She'll give it over to Davila. Davila back to Fago, top of the key, guarded by White. Now to Larson. Larson, rocker step, going to drive to the elbow, dishes it over to Fago, finds a seam, lays it up, and no good. Larson is there for the rebound. That's no good, and it winds up out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Star Valley. 2:24 to go. Lady Braves leading at 7-5 in the early going. McGee has a seat. Mikkel Hatterley and also Ambry Nelson coming in. White and McGee have a seat. That one is up for grabs. It winds up in the hands of Davila. They'll work it around the perimeter. Fago with the drive, cut off by Dana. They'll get it back to her now, top of the key, working it back around to Morrison, puts up a tough shot in the lane. That won't go. Kept alive by Mackey, and Dana comes up with the rebound. This backcourt pressure from the Kelly Walsh Trojans has caused a couple issues here for Star Valley here in the last few possessions. Nelson going to drive into the paint, kicks it out. Mackey for three. That's good. Third triple of the quarter for the Lady Braves. Two from Dana, now one from Mackey, and it's 10-5 Lady Braves. Under 2 to play. That one ball's up for grabs. Into the hands of Fago. Puts up the short jumper. No good. Larson trying for it. It's on the ground. Now picked up by England. England and Nelson working the backcourt here with $1:40 to go in the first quarter. Crossover from Nelson to England. She's guarded by Davila. Wide open three again for Dana. That one's too strong. England battling for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. And Emily's a pretty good three-point shooter. She's hit a couple. They let her have another wide open one. And Kelly Walsh living dangerously doing that the way she's been shooting. It's 10-5 Star Valley. England to Ruby Hill. Now to Mackey. Back to England. Larson right on her. There's a pair of sophomores. There's your future of these two programs right there. Down low to Mackey. Kicks it out to Hill. Long two-pointer. Skims off long. No good. Larson with the rebound, and Avery England going to be fouled over the back with the over the back call. Two team fouls each, 109. That's the thing about these third, fourth games. It's the last rounds of the 3-day tournament. You may not see a lot of fouls in this game, so you got to play through things. Fago, cut off, working the ball back around. Larson now to Davila. Davila was looking for Fago, but she'd already cut inside. That one saved by Morrison. Morrison with the drive. Back out to Brecken Fago. That one intended for Larson, but both teams playing pretty tenacious defense here in this first quarter. That one poked away and stolen. Avery England just picked the pocket of Davila, and then Davila is called for the reach. Boy, Avery England carrying over her great play from earlier this morning into this game, forcing the turnover and drawing a foul. 28.8 seconds left here in this quarter. And Davila returns the favor on Nelson with the steal and the layup for two. It's 10-7 Star Valley after the Kelly Walsh bucket. 17 seconds to go. Mackey gets away from the pressure, brings the ball up the court. 10 seconds. England here at the Tiger Paw, well, the Jaguar Paw here at the junior high. 6 seconds. Lady Braves need to start going to the rim. And there's going to be a blocking foul. That's before the shot, though, so no free throws upcoming. We're going to get Miley Morrison for that one, but just 2 seconds here, so you're hoping for just somebody coming open here on the inbound play, and they can put it up. England, Lady Braves not going to get it. Well, Nelson does heave it. Wow, and it actually was closer than I thought it was going to be off the back of the iron. So at the end of the first quarter, it is Star Valley 10, Kelly Walsh 7 here in the fourth game of the 4A West Regionals from Rock Springs Junior High School.
Food insecurity is the foundation to everything. Every 2 weeks, the paychecks come in and the bills go out. After rent, water, power, fuel, and every other bill is paid, my account is generally under $20 until the next paycheck. This leaves very little to no money to stock the pantry with groceries for our family. But with the help from the Afton Food Pantry, I did not have to pick and choose between paying my bills or buying groceries. They lovingly opened their doors to my family and I when we needed it the most.
While the Bank of Jackson Hole has grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the SVI Sports Network with live coverage of Braves basketball.
10-7 here to start the second quarter. Lady Braves with a slim advantage over the Kelly Walsh Lady Trojans. Going to throw this out there. Coach McKay Young sending me a text from State Indoor. Thank you, Coach Young, helping with that team. And Jace Burton setting a new, second time in 2 days, a new state record. Yesterday was a 3,200 meter. Today it's the mile. Star Valley going 1-2-3 in that event. And so congratulations to them. They're at State Indoor Track. Dana going to drive into the lane. And we've got a official's timeout. Something's on the floor, I believe. At least that, oh no, never mind. I guess we got blood. That's what it is. Davila has got some blood. I thought maybe he was pointing to the floor like it needed to be cleaned out. So Davila will jog to the locker room, replaced into the lineup by Larson, as she'll try and get that taken care of. Play resumes. McGee picks up her dribble over to Dana. Back to Nelson, gets past her man for the jumper off the glass. Ambry Nelson kisses it off the glass for two. And it's 12-7 Star Valley. Larson brings it up for the Trojans. Hands it off to Humphreys. Humphreys now to Larson, near side corner. Morrison comes up with it. And I guess she traveled. I think that's kind of a tough call, personally. She kind of lost the handle, but I thought she re-secured it. It wasn't all one motion for possession, so I thought she should have been able to keep dribbling that. But there's three people getting paid to ref, and I'm not one of them. Allen poked away from Nelson from the triple team, and Kelly Walsh comes up with a turnover. Morrison looking for Fago. It's tipped away by Dana, and it actually ends up off the hands of Fago. So back-to-back turnovers here. Star Valley gets the ball back, leading this one 12-7. Good hustle play from Emily Dana. Nelson hits the floor, and no call either way, and just lost the ball is what the officials say, and a turnover there. Boy, she hit the ground pretty hard. This floor has claimed a lot of people today in the Star Valley girls and the Star Valley boys, and now back to the girls again. Been a lot of hard falls on this junior high court here for the Jaguars. Larson into Morrison. Trying to get it down low. They dish it out to Humphreys. Without Davila in the lineup, Kelly Walsh going to have to decide what their offense is going to go through. Larson will bounce it off to Morrison. Lost the handle on the lane. And yeah, I thought she traveled, but I didn't know if there was a reach in there as well. So a turnover there for the Trojans. Both teams turning it over multiple times here, back to back. England has a seat. Cameron Mackey back into the lineup for Star Valley. Davila still in the locker room. Nelson in some trouble. She needs some help back here. That's the second time she's kind of gone to the floor. The last time the officials said, too bad, it's out of bounds. This time she draws a foul. It's going to be on Morrison. First team foul of the quarter for the Trojans. 6:28 to go. Larson defending Dana. Gets into Mackey, and the Lady Braves will try and break this backcourt pressure here from Kelly Walsh. They do so up ahead to Nelson. Nelson bounce pass over to McGee. Snaps it back to Mackey. Skip pass now to Dana. Pretty methodical offense right now for the Lady Braves. Mackey trying to work off a screen. It's taken away and stolen by Haley Larson. And then it's knocked out of bounds. Looks like a last touch by Ramia Green. So both teams having a little bit of an issue keeping possession of the basketball. Morgan McGee will put this in for Star Valley. Ambry Nelson with the handle, top of the key. Guarded by Curry. Dumping it down low, kicks it out now. Tori White for three. Good! Tori with a rainbow from the opposite corner. 15-7 now the score on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Lady Braves have been good from three-point range today. They've hit 4 of them. Got a foul here defensively. I believe they're going to get Ambry. Oh, excuse me. Nope, it's going to be on Emily Dana, 21. First team foul on Star Valley. 1 on Kelly Walsh, 5:38 to go. Davila is back in the lineup now. Good to see. And right on cue, she shoots that three. No good. Tracked down by Nelson. Nelson picked up by Green. I don't know that we've seen that matchup yet in the 3 times these teams have played. Mackey tries to dump it off over to White. It's not a good pass, though, and it's taken away and stolen by Caden Curry. Davila now sets up the offense for the Trojans, needing some offense. Spin move just inside the free throw line. No good. Gets her own rebound and will draw some contact. Strong play there from Kennedy Davila. And I believe they're going to get that one on Emily Dana again. That might be her third. Second team foul. Maybe it's just her second. Like I said, I'm kind of going statless in this game. Free throw from Davila is good. 15-8 now your score in favor of Star Valley. Davila will get one more. Second attempt is away, and that one's good. 15-9 your score now in favor of the Lady Braves. And this backcourt pressure again. Nelson up ahead to England. England to Mackey. Lady Braves kind of bunched up here. Now they'll get to where they need to be. Drive from Nelson. Yeah, she took an extra step. That's going to be traveling. Ambry's been a little bit indecisive is probably the best way to put it. Just need her to be confident, go to the rim, making her passes. We know she's excellent when she does that. She's been double clutching it a little bit. That one nearly taken by Nelson. It winds up in the hands of Humphreys. Nelson nearly forced a turnover. Green a little slow getting up from the floor. Humphreys drive in the lane. Tough shot, glass, no good. And Mikkel Hatterley there for the strong rebound. Mikkel, one of the seniors on this group. England, crossover to Mikkel. And a timeout here. Coach Erickson wants a 60. We'll take one as well. It is 15-9 in favor of the Lady Braves. 4:27 to go here in a second.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
And now, back to the game with your local voices of the Star Valley Braves, Duke Dance and Dow Erickson.
Dow Erickson here with the call for you on this third-fourth game at the 4A West Regionals. It's 15-9 Star Valley coming out of that timeout. Lady Braves getting a little bit of clarification, some instruction from Coach Erickson. Dana being hounded here by Fagot. Near midcourt, she'll bounce pass to England, dishes it out to Mackey. Three-pointer from the wing, that's no good. And tracked down by Green, tipped away, and it's still up for grabs. Winds up in the hands of Ambry Nelson. Nelson puts up the 15-footer, that's no good. Fagot comes up with that rebound, and Nelson's going to be called for the reach. That'll be team foul number 3 on Star Valley. 3:56 to go here in the second quarter. One team foul on Kelly Walsh. Backcourt pressure here from Star Valley. Davila easily tracks it across the timeline. Defensively, she's going against Avery England, works past that screen. Humphreys guarded by Mackey. Back to Davila, trying to get it down low to Fagot. Back out to Humphreys, working the ball around the perimeter now are the Trojans. Drive from Davila, dumps it back to Curry. And they find Humphreys, who got behind the Star Valley defense, couldn't finish the shot, but it was a good look. And a foul against the Lady Braves. That'll go against Cameron Mackey. That's the 4th team foul on Star Valley here in the quarter. 3:27 to go, so Kelly Walsh in good shape from the free throw line perspective. That one is no good. Thought maybe he's going to fall through for Micaiah Humphreys. Would not do so. She's got one more, and they'll be in the bonus for the final 3:27 of this quarter. That one also no good. Dana tracks it down, and she's going to be pushed by Fagot, who had that immediate look of, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Foul on Fagot, second team foul on Kelly Walsh, 3:26 to go. It's 15-9 Star Valley. Mackey has a seat, replaced in the lineup by Morgan McGee. Again, this backcourt pressure here from the Trojans. McGee has it to Dana. Back to Morgan. Morgan tries to go up the left sideline, and they're going to get Davila for the reach-in foul. So a couple of quick fouls here on the Trojans. That's team foul number 3 for Kelly Walsh here with 3:19 to go in the second. And coming is Haley Larson. She will replace Davila. McGee gets it into Nelson up the far sideline. She'll dump it off now to Hatterley, working backcourt now with England. Near side angle with McGee. Now McKell takes a dribble to the left. Back to England, who surveys the Kelly Walsh defense. Bounce pass over to Morgan. Morgan being defended by Larson. Back to Ambry Nelson. Skip pass over to Hatterley. Long two-point shot. That's good. Mikkel Hatterley knocks down that shot with her feet on the three-point line, but good-looking shot, and now it's 17-9 Star Valley with 2:42 to go here in the second quarter. Green with the basketball, and that's who I think you got to lean on if you're Kelly Walsh. She drives into the lane, loses the handle, bodies go flying, winds up in the hands of Avery England. England just about loses the handle, saves it. Now McGee dumps it down low to England, who puts it up overhead, circus shot, and apparently drew some contact, I believe, from Brecken Fagot. That will be against Fagot, and that's the 4th team foul, so both teams now in the bonus. Avery England back to the free throw line. First attempt is away, and that's well off the mark. Long and to the right. She'll get one more. Checking in now for the Trojans is another sophomore, Cedar Smith, number 4. Avery gets one more attempt here. That one is away, and that one's no good. Bounces off the iron. Trying to track it down is Emily Dana, and I think that's who they're going to whistle for that foul. Yeah, that's going to be on Emily Dana, and just off that particular one, you'd probably wish you wouldn't have picked that one up if you're Coach Erickson, because you're 90 feet away from the basket, 2:19 left in the half, and both teams in the bonus. So walking all the way up the court is Caden Curry, a senior. She'll be shooting 2 free throws here to try and draw her team a little bit closer. First one is away and no good. Rattles in and out. Dana will have a seat. I think Emily might have 3. That might have been the number. That might have been the third. Avery England also has a seat. Livy Kleeman into the ballgame for the first time today. Curry's second attempt is away, and that's no good. Battling for the rebound is Kleeman. Livy's got it. Score remains 17-9. Nelson gets it across the timeline. Green picking her up defensively. To Mackey. Mackey going against Cedar Smith. Livy Kleeman to McGee. That's not a great pass. Winds up in the hands of Cedar Smith. And then a tie-up. Possession arrow will stay with Star Valley. Cedar Smith just about came up with that steal. 1:59 to go on your Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 17-9 Lady Braves. Okay, I guess possession arrow favors the Trojans. Well, if I was keeping stats, that would be a steal for Cedar Smith. But I'm not. Somebody is, though. Rayma Green going to bring it across the timeline. Drive dishes it over to Smith. Three-pointer on the way. That looked good, but it is not. It'll bounce off, rebounded by Kleeman. Thought that was going to go down. Nelson now across the timeline. Larson defensively. Passing it up here to Morgan McGee. McGee looking for Kleeman down low. She's stuck under the basket and no good. And then Smith comes up with the rebound, and then she's knocked to the ground. Bit too aggressive there from Ambry Nelson. So again, Kelly Walsh will walk basically the length of the court and shoot 2 free throws. This time it's Cedar Smith, 5'8" sophomore. She's in there because Kennedy Davila picked up an extra foul, and so Smith getting some early play. That free throw is no good. Hey, this is the 4th game of the weekend, 2nd of the day for these gals, and let's be honest, I'm a little tired. That one's a high arcing shot. That one's no good as well. Tracked down by Mackey. Lady Braves with a chance in a transition. Up ahead to McGee. Kicks it out to Mackey. That jumper's no good, but we got a foul. I don't know if that was a three-pointer or not. I don't think it was. Yeah, this will be a 2-point shot. I'm over in a corner of the gym. I didn't know if her feet were behind the line or not. Mackey to the free throw line. And that one is no good. Both teams trying to capitalize at the free throw line and finding it a challenge here in this second quarter. Mackey will have one more. And that one's no good. Kleeman tracks it down. Livy's played some good minutes off the bench. Finds an open Mackey. Mackey is swatted, and it winds up in the hands of, well, it's still up for grabs. Now in the hands of Caden Curry. Curry loses the handle. Oh, boy. Now in the hands of Larson, and she hits the ground hard. Goodness. I believe the Mackey's going to be whistled for the foul. And so shooting free throws again. This time will be Haley Larson. Going to be a lot of floor burns at all around Western Wyoming homes after this tournament. Free throw is no good. Both teams just really struggling to find the distance from the free throw line. Second opportunity here for Larson. And that one is also no good. Rebounded by Kleeman. I think that's Livy's 4th since checking in off the bench. England is cut off, needs a little bit of help getting it across the timeline to Livy. Now back to Avery, now to Morgan. McGee to Hatterley. McKell dishes it over to Mackey, so everybody's touched it here already on this possession. Jump pass to McGee. She's open for three, and it's partially blocked by Larson into the hands now of Cedar Smith, and here come the Trojans. We've been stuck on 17-9 for a while. Drive from Larson, loses the handle, picks it back up. Trojans trying to recover. Both teams trying to dig deep here in the final few seconds of this quarter, and too much contact there for Mackey. She'll be whistled for that one. And more free throws coming up for the Trojans. This time it's Cedar Smith again. Looks like Tori White will be checking in. I imagine she's going to be replacing Mackey. I don't know if, well, maybe not. Smith free throw is good. Hey, got a point on the board. So now 17-10 in favor of Star Valley. The Trojans finally break that 17-9 curse that we were on. Mackey will have a seat. Tori into the lineup. Second one from Smith is no good. Into the hands of Humphreys. So an offensive rebound for the Trojans. Smith decides to shoot the three. That one's short. And getting the rebound is Mikkel Hatterley. Livy Kleeman, quick pass up ahead to England. Back to Hatterley, long two-pointer. That's no good. There for the backside rebound is Kleeman battling for it. Got a whistle. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's just out of bounds. Last touched by Kelly Walsh is the call. 1.1 second left. Need a lob and a shot. There it is, McGee, and it's good! Oh, wow. Lady Braves have been stuck on 17 for a while, and then with 1.1 second left in the half, Morgan McGee with a great floater to make it 19-10 here at the break. There's a great replay. Huge shout out to our crew. It's a long weekend doing all the games across multiple venues, and we're not a very big crew, so shout out to them. They have done an amazing job. Your score here at the break, it's 19-10 in favor of the Star Valley Lady Braves. We'll take a break and come back in 2 minutes and talk about things here at the halftime in the third-fourth game of the 4A West Regionals.
Working at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is more than just a job. For many, it's a multi-generational career path. It's a way to provide a suitable living for you and your family. It's an environment based on the well-being of each and every employee, with an intense emphasis on safety. So whether you're a recent high school graduate or nearing retirement, visit Simplot.com and select careers. That's Simplot.com and select careers. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, a world of career opportunities.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Book your springtime getaway in western Wyoming at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. There's still plenty of mountain snow to enjoy some late season sledding, or just bring the family out for a relaxing getaway. From single bed to family size cabins, you'll be guaranteed a night of luxury. Not to mention a hot complimentary breakfast. Regardless of the reason, come join us this spring at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
The LCSD2 Transportation Department is currently hiring for multiple positions. Work part-time as a bus aide, starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time mechanics are also needed, starting at $27 per hour, with medical, dental, and vision benefits, along with the Wyoming retirement system. Activity bus drivers are also needed, starting at $25 per hour with benefits, or become a daily route bus driver starting at $22 per hour, only during the school year. To learn more and apply, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Halftime coverage of today's game is presented by Star Valley Health, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Halftime of the 4A West girls' third and fourth seeding game, and the Star Valley Lady Braves leading the Kelly Walsh Trojans 19-10. Here's some highlights courtesy of Star Valley Health, and 4 3-pointers actually in that first half for the Lady Braves, 2 of them from Emily Dana. There's a cool shot from Ramia Green and the Kelly Walsh Trojans. But both of these teams accomplishing their primary goal, which was to punch their ticket to the state tournament next week. Of course, for Kelly Walsh, that's back home in the Oil City. The Lady Braves, this is the 3rd straight year they have qualified for the state tournament, and 14 of the last 15 years they have qualified for the state tournament. So that is the expectation, and they're able to do so. They had to battle for it earlier this morning in a 44-33 win over the Evanston Lady Red Devils. Kelly Walsh taking care of business as well, as they did what they needed to do to punch their ticket to the state tournament. And it's been a pretty good game here. Both of these teams clearly tired and a little bit having to dig a little bit deep. But the Lady Braves have hit some shots and been able to find some extra energy to build this 9-point advantage here at the break. On the boys' side, the game following this one will be another familiar game. It'll be the Star Valley Braves against the Evanston Red Devils, one of the longest-running rivalries in high school basketball in Wyoming. And they'll play for the 4th time this year, much like the girls just did before this game. The Lady Braves took 3 of 4 and ended the Devils season. Both the Braves and the Devils qualifying for state, so it's strictly for a seed. Evanston defeated Star Valley in the first game of the season back at the Riverton tournament. Star Valley took the 2 regular season meetings, and that game following this one. Kelly Walsh trailing Star Valley here at the break, 19-10 here on your Star Valley Health halftime show. Also, before we take another break, just want to give a huge shout out obviously all of our local businesses who make this possible, but in particular this weekend, we've been planning on doing this tournament, all of the tournament games, for months and months and months. You could even argue 12 months, even going back to last year. And we were hit with a late email from the NFHS and National Federation of High Schools Wednesday afternoon, so less than 36 hours before we're ready to come out and do the games. And so they were instituting a very substantial fee to do each game. That's something that we've been able to negotiate with in years past, but apparently not this time. So it was late. Rather than throw in the towel, we went to some other businesses and said, hey, could you help us out with this? And not only have they done that, but Silver Star Communications and the Bank of Star Valley are covering that fee. And not just so you can watch the Star Valley games, but all of the games here for this tournament, which we've endeavored to do, and of course had all of those free of charge. But those 2 businesses stepping to the forefront and doing that basically at a moment's notice, saying we're going to take care of this. I hope that you will go to the watch page at SVInews.com. There's a contact link there for both of those businesses, the Bank of Star Valley and the Silver Star Communications. Please send them a thank you and a shout out for doing that. Everybody talks about being part of the community and being a good local business, but we got a bunch of them, but those 2 in particular this weekend really stepping to the plate and making this possible. So huge shout out to them. Thank you very much. And I hope you're enjoying the video, courtesy of everybody, but especially Silver Star Communications and the Bank of Star Valley. We'll take another 2-minute break here, and when we come back, we will see what happens in the second half. Star Valley with a 9-point lead at the break over the Kelly Walsh Trojans. It's 19-10 here on that Bank of Star Valley scoreboard.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in Alpine, Wyoming.
My name is Anna Altbell, and since I was young, Desi's Dance Studio has been like a second home to me. Dance has always been my favorite language, and Desi's gave me the space to embrace it 100%. Whether it was ballet, tap, lyrical, or ballroom, I knew there were always two things I could count on: supportive instructors and lifelong friends. The confidence and identity I have today are all thanks to my time at the studio.
For more information and to get started, visit Desi'sDance.com.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network. Here's your voices of the Star Valley Braves, Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Dal Erickson here from SVI Media, bringing you this game with the Lady Braves taking on the Kelly Walsh Trojans. Both these teams qualifying for state next week and trying to improve that seed. Sometimes that seems to help, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see how it plays out next week at the state tournament. That'll be at the Ford Wyoming Center and Casper College next weekend in the Oil City. The game after this one will be Star Valley boys versus Evanston boys. And then shout out to Duke Dance and the other crews over at the high school continuing to stream the rest of the games. We're in multiple venues today, so all of that free of charge. Again, a shout out to Silver Star Communications and the Bank of Star Valley. Our Star Valley Health halftime show, advanced, local, personalized. Learn more at starvalleyhealth.org. First half, give credit to both of these teams. You come out, like I said, it's the fourth game in 3 days, second of the day for both of these squads, and not much rest time in between. And I did have one coach, though. I don't know if it's Coach Saris is listening. I remember saying something about that, and he's like, they're young, they're fine. So maybe I'm making too big a deal about it, too. But credit to the kids out here putting on a show. Mackey in the backcourt. Lady Braves will start the third quarter with possession of the basketball. White to Dana. Quick pass over to Mackey. Three-pointer right in front of me. It's good. Lady Braves have found some good luck from distance today. It's 22-10. And that's the fifth made three of the game for the Lady Braves today. Trojans trying to answer. Trying to look down low. Kicks it out to Humphreys. It's a long two. No good. Battling for the rebound is Morrison. It's off her foot, but she picks it back up. Great bounce pass. Oh, can't finish is Larson. Larson gets her own rebound and the putback. And it's 22-12. Good start here for both of these clubs. Poked out of bounds here by Morrison. Oh, actually, they're going to call a foul on Morrison. First team foul of the quarter. That'll go against Kelly Walsh. 7-11. We used to have one of those in Afton. Used to play the arcade games there. I'm an old man now, though. Avery England with the handle to Tori White. Near side angle to Emily Dana. Dana now to Ambry. Nelson working the guard position. Picks up her dribble. Dumps it off over the top to Mackey. Pass over to Tori. Dana. Far side angle. She's going to drive into the wing now to White. Over to Mackey. Maybe she's feeling it. That three-pointer off the mark. Way hard off the back of the board and tracked down by Morrison. Davila. They go down low to Humphreys. Puts it up over her shoulder. Great position and a great finish for Micaiah Humphreys. So back-to-back buckets for the Trojans after a really stale second quarter. They got a couple buckets here to start the third. 22-14 your score. White down low to Dana. Gets away from her man and lays it up and in. She got away from Caden Curry, and it's 2 points for Emily Dana. It's now 24-14. A 10-point lead again for the Lady Braves. Davila back out there, but she was holding, she's got a plug up her nose, and I think she has even a little bit of a mark on her cheek, so she definitely took a shot to the face in that first half with some blood. Davila has it now. She's got that handle. Good defense from England. It's tipped away. Larson able to retain possession, puts up the floater in the lane. No good. There for the rebound, and the putback is Curry, but that won't go. And then Dana comes up with the rebound. Nelson walks it across the timeline. White to England, near side corner. Avery going to drive to the lane, and she is shoved by Caden Curry in the back. That'll be a foul on Curry. Second team foul on Kelly Walsh with 5:22 to go here in the third quarter. Curry will have a seat and into the lineup. I'm sorry, I did not see it. Oh, it's Cedar Smith, excuse me. Bounce pass into Dana, gets away from Morrison, tries to go up and under, won't go. England with the offensive board, looking for anybody, but it's stolen by Davila. Up ahead to Curry. Curry puts up the tough shot, is short of the rim, and it knocked out of bounds by Star Valley. Livy Kleeman going to check in. Also Morgan McGee for Star Valley, and checking in for the Trojans is Brecken Fagot. Now, she has foregone that face mask that she was wearing in the first half. So maybe she tried it, didn't like it, not wearing it this half. There's a pass stolen by Avery England. 5:05 to go in the third. Lady Braves with a 10-point lead and the basketball. McGee to Nelson. Nelson, she'll dump it off to England. Now to McGee and to Kleeman. A weave here as the Lady Braves trying to work into the paint. Ambry Nelson gets inside, puts up the shot off the glass, is short, gets her own rebound, tries to lay it up again. That's no good. And then she's swatted out of bounds on that attempt by Fagot. Ambry was in a good spot there, just kind of got rim checked on that first attempt. Was trying to draw some contact, didn't get that, and then was swatted from behind. McGee for three, near side. That's good! And the foul! An opportunity for the 4-point play. Morgan McGee knocking it down. That's the sixth made three of the game for the Lady Braves, who did not make their... They only had 2 field goals in the first half of this morning's game against Evanston. Free throw is good. And Morgan McGee, the sophomore, with a 4-point play. It's 28-14 Star Valley with 4:32 to go here in the third. Morrison brings it across the timeline for the Trojans. Defended by Nelson. She'll give it up here to Fagot. And now to Cedar Smith. Smith back to Brecken. Tried to lob it down low. It does wind up in the hands of Humphreys. Bounce pass back out to Smith. They're trying to get Micaiah Humphreys down low. She's working against Emily Dana. Pretty good battle going on there. That pass is a little too high and can't handle it. It's out of bounds to Star Valley. England going to be met here just across midcourt by Davila. She'll pass up ahead to McGee. McGee to Nelson. We got a whistle away from the basketball. An offensive foul against Star Valley. Typically a moving screen. And Livy Kleeman going to be whistled for that one. First team foul on the Lady Braves. 3:54 to go in the quarter. 3 team fouls on Kelly Walsh. Davila with the handle. Avery England's done a pretty darn good job on Kennedy Davila today, in my opinion. Give and go there. Davila steps up for 3. Just about made me look really stupid right there, but it does not go. Rebounded by Livy Kleeman. Livy has had a nice game off the bench. 5 rebounds at least for her. Pass up ahead to McGee, going right down low. That shot is up, too strong by Kleeman. Tracked down by Dana. That's another tough shot. And rebounded by Humphrey. She goes down to her wallet, and a travel is called. I always feel like they're a little too quick on that whistle. It's not like she slid. I don't think she slid. I'm kind of under the impression that she just sat down. I was under the impression you can sit. You just can't slide or move. Anyway, ends up being a turnover. Dana stepping in post holes, having to pass it out to a teammate. It's Ambry Nelson. She toes the line out to England. That one's no good. Cedar Smith comes up with the rebound. Solid defense there from the Trojans, and they trail at 28-14 with 3 minutes left here in the third quarter of this fourth game. Morrison going to drive left hand, takes it all the way in. It's short, but she draws the foul. That's a good drive from Miley Morrison, another sophomore in this game. Ambry Nelson, a junior, going to get that call. or that foul called against her, I should say. Second team foul. This is on the shot, so Morrison to the free throw line. First attempt is away and no good. Substitution, Mikkel Hatterley comes in for Star Valley. Also Cameron Mackey, Dana, and Nelson have a seat. Morrison's second free throw is good. So 28-15 now your score with 2:52 to go here in the third quarter. Mackey with the handle. Some backcourt pressure here. The Trojans making it difficult. Mackey gets it across the timeline amid that pressure. Passes it back now to Hatterley. McGee looking for the pass. Going to drive in the lane. Puts up the 8-foot floater. It's no good. Rebounded by Humphreys. Kelly Walsh trying to cut into this lead. They chopped off 1 point the last trip up the floor. They need field goals, though. Its points have been tough to come by for Kelly Walsh today. Fago is blocked by Livy Kleeman. Gets her own rebound. And then a travel as Morrison shuffled her feet before she made that move. Man, Livy Kleeman. Great game for her, a junior wearing number 20. She's having a great game. England and McGee working the backcourt. Now with Livy. Livy hits the floor. They're going to call a block on Morrison. And that'll be team foul number 4 on the Trojans with 2:08 to go here in the third. She will have a seat and replaced in the lineup by Haley Larson. England will get it across the timeline to Kleeman. Top of the key, Hatterley working it to Mackey. Mackey to McGee. McGee now dump pass over to England. She's going to drive back in the lane. Gets it back to Morgan, puts up the tough shot. Rebound by Kleeman. That won't go. Gets her own rebound and puts it up and in. 2 rebounds and a bucket for Livy Kleeman, and it's 30-15. Star Valley with 1:38 to go in the third. Davila step-up three-pointer. That's too strong. Tracked down by Larson. Might as well test the waters. With only 15 points at this point in the game, I would imagine Davila's going to have a green light there. Larson hits the ground. Good teamwork there. There's Livy Kleeman on that last sequence, not giving up and getting the bucket. Tori White going to come in, replacing Avery England, she's had a heck of a day. Really helped the Lady Braves secure that state seat, that state's berth earlier today against Evanston, and then she's played a lot of minutes in this one. Fago dishes it out to Smith. Now to Humphreys. Drive and cut off. Also in there is number 24, Olivia Spires. She's a freshman. Davila tries to dump it off to Fago. Over to Spires. She's going to drive into the lane, and it's good. 2 points and the foul. Trojans looking for a spark, and a freshman comes in and gives it to him. Olivia Spires comes in. Got a great seam. The Lady Braves didn't quite come over and seal it off. They're going to get a foul on Mikkel Hatterley. Third team foul with 1:01 to go, and the three-point play is good. Oh, did they not give him the basket? Why is she shooting 2? Okay, she's not. Everyone's confused. I'm not sure why. 3-point play from Spires. That's good. And the Lady Braves with the basketball. Okay, here we go. Hatterley going to bring it across the timeline. Great bounce pass to Livy Kleeman for 2. Oh, a pretty play from Mikkel Hatterley to Livy Kleeman. And it's 32-18. Spires has the ball. She'll dish it over to Davila. Three-pointer. That's strong. Tipped by White into the backcourt. It's tracked down by Spires. Davila now has it with 29 seconds left in the third. Lady Braves leading by 14. Davila gets it to Fago. Back out to Spires. She's going to try again, and she's fouled. Got her on the arm. Here's that sequence from Mikkel Hatterley coming right at you. Look at that bounce pass to Olivia Kleeman. That was nice. So Spires back to the free throw line. She's a 5'7" freshman coming off that three-point play just a few moments ago. That free throw is good. So she's come off the bench and provided the Trojans with some points that they sorely needed. If you're the Trojans, you'd love to cut this to 10 or less going into that final quarter. Second free throw is no good. Kleeman with the rebound. Morgan McGee brings it across to Hatterley. Hatterley going to drive, puts up the shot just inside the free throw line, and she's fouled. So Mikkel Hatterley going to get to the line, and the bench is up on their feet for that one. Mikkel to the line to shoot 2 here. First one is away and nearly banked it in. Too strong, and it rattles out. 7.2 seconds left here in the third after this shot. Hatterley's second one is good. 33-19 now your score. 7.2 seconds left. Davila, 3 seconds. She gets tied up, heaves it from nearly midcourt, just about banked it in. And that's the end of the third. It's Star Valley 33, Kelly Walsh 19, 1 quarter to go here for the girls in the 4A West Regionals.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
Meet your 2025 Star Valley Braves and Lady Braves. Scan the code for a complete roster with pictures and player information. Presented by the University of Wyoming and Star Valley Health. It's your 2025 Star Valley Braves.
And now, back to the game with your local voices of the Star Valley Braves, Duke Dance and Dow Erickson.
1 quarter to go for the Lady Braves and the Lady Trojans here at the 4A West Regionals. We're at Rock Springs Junior High School, home of the Jaguars. And right now, the Trojans got some work to do if they want to earn that 3rd seed heading into next week's state tournament. They trail Star Valley by 14. Backcourt here to Davila as they start things off. Davila with the left hand, going to drive, puts up the floater, and will not go. Humphreys is there for the rebound. Dishes it back out to Fagot for the long 2. That's no good. And battling for the rebound, we got a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Star Valley. Couple of shots there for the Trojans, just couldn't get it to go. I would imagine the legs are pretty tired right now for both of these squads. England brings it across the timeline, defended by Green. Dana now at the handle. Ambry Nelson with the basketball, looking for the offense. Passing to Dana, who climbs the ladder to pull that one down. Gets to Nelson, puts it up into the cylinder, but she's fouled from behind by Ramya Green. First team foul of the quarter for Kelly Walsh, 7:24. And to the line is Ambry Nelson. She had a good long break there at the end of that 3rd quarter. So she might have a little bit of energy here to start this quarter. She knocks that one down. Free throws have been tough to come by in this game for these squads. They've both struggled to find the range, but that one was good. Second offering from Nelson is no good. Rolls off, rebounded by Fagot. And now Davila with the handle as she'll jog it across for the Trojans. Davila, step back 3. That one is no good. Rebounded by Tori White. White tied up by Fagot, and there's another jump. Possession arrow will favor the Trojans. Spires trying to lob it in. It's tipped by White into the hands of Dana. It's a foot race. Dana with a great pass to Nelson, who lays it up and in. That was a gorgeous pass from Emily Dana to Ambry Nelson. It's 36-19, Star Valley with 6:52 to go in the game. Davila trying to get it down low, and that one is up and no good from Fago, rebounded by Dana. Boy, offense has just been really tough to come by for the Trojans, but Green does force a turnover here. Avery England ends up off her foot, unable to track it down, so Kelly Walsh will get another chance. Here's that last sequence on your replay. Great bounce pass from Emily Dana to Ambry Nelson on that last layup. Davila looking down low to Green. Great post position and puts it up and in for two. 36-21, Star Valley now with Kelly Walsh with the basket. There's a drive from England. Cut off there by Davila. She'll zip it to Dana. Puts it up in the lane. Wow, she hits the ground hard. She just flung that at the basket. And the foul is going to go against Fago. Second team foul on Kelly Walsh with 6:17 to go in the game. Dana to the free throw line. First one is good. Emily kind of set the tone for this game. She had a couple of threes in that first quarter. Kind of staked Star Valley to that early lead, and they have only grown it from there. Second attempt for Dana is away, and that one's good. So now 38-21, your score in favor of Star Valley with 6:15 to go in the game. Drive from Davila, puts up a tough shot. It's in, and the foul. Foul will go against Avery England. First team foul on Star Valley. They have really struggled with the scoreboard here today. Free throw is no good and eventually tracked down by Mackey. It's 38-23. Star Valley with the lead and the basketball. Nelson bounces over to White, now near side corner to Mackey. Mackey just about loses the handle but tracks it down. Skip pass over to Nelson. Ambry surveying the Kelly Walsh defense. And that's going to be close to a 5-second call. In fact, it is a 5-second call. 5-second closely guarded. Good defense from the Trojans, forcing a turnover. Davila will walk this across this time. Bounce pass to Curry. Now to Spires, over to Green. Quick bounce pass looking down low, and it sails out of bounds to Star Valley. 38-23 your score, 5:31 to go here in this third quarter. England jogging across the timeline. Gives it up now to Mackey. Over to Nelson. Nelson crossover dribble back to Tori White. Tori far side wing to Cameron Mackey. Flashing across the paint was England, tipped away but corralled by Mackey. Three-pointer on the way from Nelson. That's no good. Kept alive, caroms into the hand of Davila. She's on the run. It's 1-on-2. Davila, stutter step, it's good. Nice looking finish there for Kennedy Davila. 38-25 now in favor of Star Valley. Dana is hit, can't get the and one, but she will go to the line as the Lady Braves also getting a transition opportunity. Olivia Spires picked or whistled for that foul. Dana back to the line. She hit her last couple. Free throws away and good. 39-25 now in favor of Star Valley. She'll get one more. Tori White has a seat. Avery England has a seat. Morgan McGee comes in, as does Livy Kleeman. Second offering is away, and that one's no good. Green there for the rebound. Score remains 39-25. Davila dumps it down low to Green. Spin move into the paint. Glass, no good. There for the rebound is Livy Kleeman. Livy's been awesome on the glass off the bench today. McGee up ahead to Mackey. Mackey finds a flashing Emily Dana who lays it up and in for two. Pretty pass from Mackey to Dana. 41-25. Davila, she's done this a few times. Step up three. This time it is good. Drains the triple. 41-28. And that's why you got to keep playing that three-point line. You can turn your fortunes around in a hurry. Another great drive there. Pass to the cutting Mackey, and she's going to be fouled by Green, I believe is who the whistle will go on. Ramya Green whistled for that one. And Mackey to the line. Cameron, a junior, puts that one up, and it's no good. She'll get one more. And looks like Hatterley's going to come in for the shooter. That's why she waited. Mackey's second one is good. So she will check out, replaced by Mikkel Hatterley. Score is 42-28. A little more pressure this time. Amory Nelson's going to meet Davila, trying to work through that screen. Davila to Green down low. Back to Davila. Open three. That's where she likes to shoot it, and it's another good one. Back-to-back triples for Kennedy Davila, and it's 42-31. Timeout on the court with 3:41 to go. Don't go away just yet. We'll be back in 60.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Your home for the Braves is here on the SVI Sports Network.
42-31 is your score here in the fourth quarter. Kelly Walsh trying to make it interesting with back-to-back triples from Kennedy Davila. Hatterley loses the handle but comes back up with it, and a timeout called by Coach Erickson. I think he was maybe a little concerned that the 10-second call was going to take place. This is just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Going to use this as an opportunity to give a shout out to our local sponsors for making this possible for us to do games at all, of course. But in this particular case, a huge bill came due from the NFHS on very short notice, something that we were not expecting here at SVI Media. And two businesses, Silver Star Communications and the Bank of Star Valley, stepping up to the forefront to cover that bill. That was not an insignificant bill. We're talking $6,000, folks. And they stepped up and they decided to take care of that. So if you've enjoyed the free video coverage for the entire tournament, those two businesses in particular had a lot to do with it. We've got a couple of contact links on our webpage at svinews.com. If you drop them a thank you, I think that would be very appropriate. Appreciate it if you do that. Dana gets it into Kleeman after the 30-second timeout. Livy hesitates. It's taken away and stolen by Spires. A little bit of momentum here for the Trojans. Spires takes it all the way up and in. That will not go. Boy, that one looked like it was going to drop. Tracked down by McGee. Lady Braves just trying to play out the final 3 minutes plus of this one and earn that number 3 seed to the state tournament next week. Oh, it's off the hands of Mikkel Hatterley. If you're Kelly Walsh, the door's still open. It's open a crack. And with the basketball now is Haley Larson to check this in. Substitutions here for the Lady Braves. You've got Dana, White, Nelson, Mackey, and England. Davila with the handle. England out on her, down to Green. Tough shot, lots of contact there with Tori White. Green hits the floor, and she'll go to the line. That'd be the second team foul on Star Valley. But that's on the shot, of course, and Green to the free throw line. And she can cut this to a single possession game if she hits them both. It's been a while since Kelly Walsh has been that close. That one is no good. She's got one more. Second attempt on the way, and that one spins out, and it's up for grabs into the hands of England. England's going to bring it up the timeline. Nelson now at the handle, back to Torrey, nearly stolen by Spires. Torrey gets away from her. Now to Avery. England back to Dana, top of the key, 2:40 to go here in this one. Star Valley in good shape. Just need to take care of the ball, hit your free throws. You've heard me say that about 10 times this weekend. Green is right on England. She'll get it to Dana, down low to White, and they're going to get a push in the back here from Haley Larson, I believe. And that will put White to the line. That's going to be team foul number 5. Tori White, one of the seniors of this group, going to state. That's what one of your big goals is as seniors. You always want to go and qualify. They've done that. Tori to the line, knocks us down. Checking in for the Trojans is Brecken Fagot. Tori's second one is away, and that one is no good. Dana fighting for the rebound. It winds up in the hands of Avery England. An offensive board for the Lady Braves. 43-31 is your score as we tick down near 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Of course, no shot clock yet in Wyoming, not till the fall of 2026. So you can burn as much clock as you want right now. Going down low to Dana. Dana with the up and under, tries to scoop it up. No call, no good. And into the hands of Fagot. Here come the Trojans. Davila trying to find the cutting Spires. It's no good. There for the rebound and the putback, though, is Caden Curry. And it's 43-33. The Trojans cut it to 10. And out of bounds, it's going to be last touched by Kelly Walsh. Minute 40 to go in this one. 10-point lead for Star Valley, trying to get that third seed in the 4A state tournament next week in Casper. Nelson nearly does the splits. That ball's up for grabs, and digging it out of there is Avery England. I'll tell you what, Avery has been fun to watch this weekend. She has just gotten after it. .91 seconds left in this one. And nearly stolen by Spires. They're going to let them play through some contact here in the final moments. Nelson comes away with the loose ball. McGee's going to have it. McGee double team, passes down to Mackey. Kelly Walsh urgently trying to create a turnover here so they can try and cut into this 10-point deficit. Here at the Jaguar Paw is England working with McGee. McGee now to Mackey. They'll keep burning clock here, will the Lady Braves. And I got to believe Kelly Walsh is just about over this. Going to be a drive there from Mackey. Dishes out to England. And we do finally have a whistle here. You can see how tired the players are. Davila's has got her hands right on her knees. It's been a long weekend for her and, well, all the players at this point. England free throw is good. 44-33 now in favor of Star Valley. England will have one more. And that one's good. 33. Lead back up to 12 here. This 36 seconds left. Star Valley going to gain that number 3 seed in the 4A West. Davila puts up the 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Curry. Skip pass. Fago is going to put up a shot. That one no good. Rebounded. Nope. Off out of bounds. And they'll say last touch by Kelly Walsh. Nope. Last touch by Star Valley. Sorry about that. Davila has it. 18 seconds left in the game. Green going to drive in the paint. Tough shot. Got it. It's a great drive from Ramya Green. 46-35 now. They haven't put her basket up yet. And that's your final. The Lady Braves win it by 11. 46-35. I believe they never did put that last bucket up here for the Trojans. I guess they just got tired of working. That's going to be your final. The Lady Braves will win 2 here this morning, so they qualify for state and they earn the number 3 seed as they will now play at the Fort Wyoming Center and Casper College next weekend in the 4A state championships. Congratulations to them. And we will wrap up this stream. We got one more as the Star Valley Braves now take on the Evanston Red Devils for the 4th time this season. Dates all the way back to the very first game of the year back in early December. We'll have that one coming up at SVInews.com and the SVI Media YouTube channel.